You
Sometimes I
watch
like to.
everything.
I don't watch like all the game, but when I go back, I might
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
like a Bill Walton game or to see how he was like a great spacer at his time for his time in his era.
Yeah, he can
Nah,
shoot
I
mid
really
range.
appreciate that. Nah, because those dudes back then, you don't realize they was shooters. Like they probably could have been stretch bigs if they had 3 point lines back then.
Yeah,
Those guys like jumped up.
guys like Walt Frazier.
Willis
He was
Reed,
so
Bob McAdoo.
yeah, Willis
Yeah,
Reed,
He
Bob
Bob
definitely
McAdoo,
McAdoo
was.
was
and
tough.
then you got like point guards that could shoot back then, like Walt Frazier. If he played in the modern era, he'd be like a 30 point, 3 point shooter, or something around
I
that
can't believe
range.
this. I can't believe
Yeah.
this.
Yo, Whitey, chill.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, no, for real. Now I mean, you making a lot of sense because a lot of those dudes back then had supreme skill. Everybody was to the midi. Everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and like
why.
one
That's
thing,
why.
KD,
Like, I hate when people be like, '60s players. All they're just like plumbers. All like
yeah,
real
and
yeah,
world
like
they
accomplishments.
didn't have the gear, you know. They didn't have the gear to like the modern
Not
players
even
have.
just
Like
that. Like
get their body in shape.
the rules
Now, they were in
disincentivize
shape.
creativity. Like they
yeah,
can't
because you
just
had guys
work
like
with it.
Mr. like Wilt Chamberlain, who was like a great
Oh
defender,
shit,
like
yeah,
one of the
freak of
best,
nature.
probably the greatest athlete in
And he was
basketball
jumping in
history.
Converses too. It was in Converses. It wasn't in like he
Yeah.
wasn't he wasn't playing in the shoes they have today.
Like I feel like a lot of the
I
people
think
who
we
talk.
just got more creativity nowadays because we watched them and they have
Yeah,
built the
because
Yeah,
foundation
it's
for
like
injuries
us.
killed him.
just the
You know
rules
what
and the skill
I'm saying?
set. Like you had smart players like Frazier who was using the rules to his advantage
Yeah,
with like all the trapping and like the '70s to get
yeah, but I feel
steals.
like if guys like from back then, if they would have been playing today, they would have been picking up on these rules, like on the stuff that people before them did. So I don't think like a lot of
But
people
I
say
don't
like,
know if
oh,
there's
in
any
today's
reason to
game they
do
won't be as
that.
good.
Like, can't we just? Why can't we just appreciate them for what they were in their time instead of like trying
Yeah,
to?
This is the
I hate
truth.
timing arguments. Like, I
yeah,
feel
just
It's
like a
gonna be
lot of
appreciate.
so
people.
hard to win it's gonna be so hard to figure that out, man.
Hey,
If they can play
Katie,
today's game or not.
they might have already
Yo.
asked you this question, but like, what are some players you'd say like based your game off of, like from like growing up watching players hoop? You know, like another
Yeah,
what's another big
I
guy that
wouldn't
could shoot like
say
you?
I wouldn't say I tried to I mean like I watched a lot of guys, but um I wouldn't say I was trying to emulate, their what they do. It was just like I wanted to play how they play. I wanted to dominate a game like a T Mac did. That was one of the guys I had to watch and
Yeah.
duplicate games. Not necessarily his skill level and what he was doing, his moves or whatever, but like the game that I was playing in that night, my coach would tell me I had to dominate like T Mac did. You
Uh-huh.
know what I'm saying? From controlling the game because Mac was handling, posting, shooting threes, getting dimes, rebounding. So my coach was like, "Well, you
Yeah.
have to do everything too." You get what I'm saying? So that's how I
Yeah.
looked at NBA
T Mac
players. I
T Mac
wanted
Yo,
to
was one of those
match their
guys.
production in my games. You get
yo,
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
yo, I want to ask a question. So Katie, when
Yeah,
throughout your
yeah. So,
oh, all right.
KD, what I another question I wanted to ask, which for years I've been wondering, I from watching you a lot, sometimes it seems like shorter players that can get under you, like say like Chris Paul from the I think it was 2014 when you guys played the Clippers in the playoffs when you were still in OKC and like sometimes like a Tony Allen. How do you handle guys and like that just like to be feisty and get under you at times?
Well, a lot of those guys, they was like Chris Paul that game. I mean, he was guard. They would guard me with three players. Like he'd front me, and then there's another guy coming from behind. Like so,
Yeah.
in that case, just take on the double team and move the basketball. But I mean, he wasn't guarding me 1-on-1. He may have
Yeah. Of
got a
course.
steal on me. He did get a steal on me because I tried to cross in front of him. But like,
That's
I don't.
Yeah.
I wasn't like deterred by his 1-on-1 defense. But they did a good job of like
hey.
getting up under me, then bringing some extra help just so I wouldn't just ISO him.
Hey, yo,
But little guys, I try to post. I try to move them, hit them with screens,
Mhm.
um, draw the doubles if I'm in closer to the rim. So I don't know, just try to play the game, but try not to dribble too much around them though, because I am taller.
So I have a question, Kay. Like throughout your tenure with the Warriors, right? I feel like Draymond kind of elevated all his guys on defense. So like, how do you feel about like
he
Draymond's
already talked
defensive
about that.
community?
Bro.
Yeah, we
No,
already
I'm just
talked
asking
about
about like his defensive
He answered the question
communication.
already.
He's literally, and that's literally the first question
Oh,
he answered.
No,
it. So,
they
I
did
wasn't in here
answer
for
that.
that.
It's all right. I'm
You
just
yeah,
saying,
got
it's
just let
fine.
you know.
somebody screen recorded it.
Hey, Ron, Malcolm, do y'all want to ask a question? Y'all are speaking. I haven't asked nothing yet.
Oh yeah, I was really just listening, getting all that. But I know you because Durant, you're a pretty non-narrative guy, so you don't really care about narrative and stuff. So people have been killing Ben Simmons in the media and everything. So what have you been saying about that? Everybody knows Ben is an animal, but the media is killing them. You're saying his confidence is down. But at the end of the day, a lot of people
Yeah,
think he's going to bounce back. So what do you really think about that whole situation with Ben in the media?
yeah. I think he gonna bounce back. I mean, he ain't got no choice but to bounce back. The whole team don't have no choice but to bounce back. But
Facts.
I mean, I don't like how people be killing him like that. Everybody, it's a joke to everybody. To them, it's a joke, but it's real life to us over here. So it's like we understand the grind. You know what I mean? Everybody is looking to get better at every off season. It's just, and that's just what it is for Ben. And he
Yeah.
come back next year,
Yeah.
keep grinding. I don't think it's the end of the world because he didn't play well or people were making jokes about him. Just keep his
Like
head down, keep.
I
Yeah.
I at times have been like
Uh, I think.
not crit-
Can I
I
ask a question, please? All right, bro.
I'm sorry.
Go
Chill,
ahead.
chill.
Uh,
Nerd, go ahead for classy.
To
all
say
right.
that like
So,
oh
you
I
go
thought
ahead,
you said
nerd.
I thought
Now you go ahead, Eli.
you called me nerd. I was gonna say that I at
Mhm.
times have been like not critical of you, but I've made like